What's up, everybody? Skull Crusher back, guys. Now I've got Mega Crab. I repeat, the Cryo, aka Frosty Mega Crab, for stage 56. And this was a little bit of a beater for me because unfortunately it did take 3 attacks. Once again, this was somewhat of a nasty layout. In my opinion, not as bad as stage 51 for me. But nonetheless, guys, check this out. So we're going to jump right into this. And as you can see, we're just going to pause it for a second. It's somewhat nasty. I mean, just a handful of rocket launchers. Essentially, you've got some lasers up front, that shock launcher as well. We've got a random hot pot thrown in here as well. So after looking at this, I did decide to take this attack to the right side. Essentially, what I wanted to do first is just make my troops up the right way and take out these 2 lasers first. Once the 2 lasers and the shock launcher was taken out, essentially that was going to open up the beach for me and open up my push along the right wall. So we're going to check this out here, guys. We did activate that cryo bomb on the left, but remember, guys, we did want to move the troops up along the right wall here. So I do believe we did just keep cycling shocks on the lasers and that shock launcher. The shock launcher did go out. We did reflare the troops to the right, cycle another shock onto the 2 lasers, and at this point we just kept pushing forward. We had 1 more laser to take out, and it's almost time for the reflare. So I think it's because I had that shield generator still there that I wanted to keep pushing forward, because this was a little bit of a beefed up base. I wasn't able to show you the health right off the bat, but at this point I am losing RZCM like crazy. So I'm pretty sure I did go for a reflare along the right, and at this point I just wanted to take out that shock launcher right there. So after realizing that we were able to accomplish that, I did want to push the goal forward a little bit more and try to take out that shield generator. Unfortunately, I was not able to, and for the first attack, guys, on stage 56 there, I think that was pretty good. Remember, that was with the RZCM and Captain Everspark with Universal Remote. We are literally just riding this one out now. Everspark is just chipping away at that shield generator. And for the second attack, guys, we jump right back in with the RCCM. Exact same troop loadout, guys. We're going to jump in and view this battle. So from here, guys, I just did a flare landing to the right. And I didn't drop a smoke because I thought I'd be out of range, but I did lose a couple Zookas from that sniper on the left there, which is a little bit of a pain in the butt. I guess you could say a thorn in my side. Nonetheless, we dropped the riflemen right after the Zookas. We then dropped the Cryos, then Everspark, then the medics. From this point, guys, we kept a very tight flare along the right wall. Essentially, I wanted my troops hugging this wall. When we got to the first flare point, we then redirected the flare point midway up. I wanted the troops to start to kind of curve in and take a natural path from this point. And my initial threats were that shock launcher up top, and then of course the quad rocket launchers, the shock launcher, and then the CMOs there. So we are going to speed this up a bit, guys, and from this point it was just a matter of cycling shocks on the rocket launchers, the shock launchers. So as you can see, I think I did throw about 3 or 4 shocks on that set of rocket launchers and shock launcher there. The RZCM did an excellent job pushing forward here. This is why I like RZCM. They just create so much confusion and madness. I mean, there's so many troops on the battlefield that the defenses essentially don't know what to hit right off the bat. You've got the Cryo slowing things down, the critters adding additional distraction, riflemen acting as more fodder, and before you know it, guys, I thought that I might have to do this in 2 more hits. I was a little concerned because I had those 4 rocket launchers there, and then I realized that one, the one that's still highlighted, potentially will be out of range. And then I did check the health on this one right here, and I did have about 16,000 health on. So I did have the idea of essentially just barting that one out and then completely avoiding that mid-rocket launcher. So for stage 56 here, guys, for the final attack, I decided to switch things up to HZ with medic. So essentially HZM. You know, we did have 5, I repeat, 5 landing crafts of Zookas, 1 landing craft of medic, 2 landing crafts of heavies, and then of course bullet with energy drink. Check this out, guys. So once again, learning my mistake from the previous attack, we did drop 1 smoke just to protect the ladies from that evil sniper tower. And from this point, when the ladies did start to group up at the flare point on the beach, we then reflared to the same point on the previous attack, keeping it very tight along the left wall. Sorry guys, right wall. After that, we did launch the heavies with brick. Sorry guys, bullet. From this point, it was a reflare to essentially the mid flare point, and at the same time too, guys, I was barding out, so dropping barrages and artilleries on 2 out of the 3 rocket launchers there. We dropped a cryo bomb up top. And from this point, guys, this is where things got interesting, because I realized I had that rocket launcher to worry about and the CMO. So once we took out that flamethrower, we directly flared the CMO now. And then it was just a matter of taking out that SEMO, re-flaring back. We did drop a smoke as well. I wanted to get bullet out of there quick. And at this point, I needed the heavies to take the lead, which they did, because one little misfire on that rocket launcher and my Zookas would have been toast. And honestly, guys, from this point, it was a free-for-all. I was a little concerned for my heavies. Essentially, the heavies and bullet are taking direct fire from 2 rocket launchers there. But the Zookas are in a position where bullet is also in a position that those rocket launchers will target bullet after the heavies go. But lucky for me, guys, that was excellent positioning, and we were able to get the boom goes the dynamite. So there you guys have it. That was the Frosty, aka the Cryo Mega Crab, stage 56 in 1, 2, and 3 attacks. Guys, we are officially going to end the video here. We are going to make like a Tom and cruise. We'll see you guys later.